The Umbrella Academy's first season was released to Netflix last year. In a span of a month, the superhero series based on a comic book series scored an impressive 45 million viewers. The show for me was a welcome surprise, delivering solid performances, intriguing premise, and an entertaining hour of television. It came as no surprise the show was greenlit for a second season. Would the second season continue the streak or hit a sophomore slump? Let's find out. Before getting into the review, Netflix supplied me with a screener for the second season. This of course is not a paid review and will feature my complete honesty. Secondly, this review will have no spoilers.
Quick rundown. Luther, super strength. Klaus can commune with the dead. Allison can rumor anyone to do anything.
Except she never uses it.
I heard a rumor. You punched yourself in the face.
Season 2 picks up after Season 1, with the family being dumped in the early 1960s, specifically days before the assassination of President JFK. It isn't long before we find out that events will happen that will create another doomsday scenario, forcing the Umbrella Academy that is spread out over Dallas, Texas to reunite and stop it. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 continues to do what the first season did so well, delivering solid performances from a talented cast. Several scenes are exceptionally well acted, balancing a family drama in the midst of another doomsday scenario. This cast has excellent chemistry together, bouncing off zingers, beneath the belt jabs, and playful sibling banter we have all come to love from the first season. This season shows us more of the Umbrella Academy in action, with powers used in bigger ways than before. Season 2 really plays into the early 1960s, which feels surreal with today's events. The civil rights movement is heavily involved in the second season, specifically with Allison's character. The show also goes over some LGBTQ elements, but doesn't spend as much time with them as the previously mentioned civil rights movement. The 1960s is well captured, with excellent set design, proper lighting, and color correction, with some impressive moments that did remind me a bit of Watchmen. One scene in particular was well handled, really showing off everyone's powers at once, and is heavily reminiscent of the opening title scene to Watchmen. The first season had no problem getting into weird and violent territory. It was entertaining, letting you explore a familiar world like our own with an extra kick of LSD on top of it. That same ideology is applied to the second season, getting weirder and perhaps even more violent than the first. The second season makes great use of music, in particular with some of the action scenes that really set that odd atmosphere. I'd say it was almost akin to the way the action was handled in Baby Driver, overplaying quality covers of songs beat for beat to hand combat scenes. It's well handled and will make you smile. So those that come to love the first season, and I mean really love it, will be at home with another entertaining season. That being said, those like me, who viewed the first season as fine but entertaining, might be pretty disappointed. Season 2 has a lot of faults, and I equate it to what I call the rubber band problem. The rubber band problem is essentially taking too many pencils or pens and fitting everything into a rubber band. What happens to that rubber band? Well, eventually it snaps. The second season of the Umbrella Academy deals with so many issues. Each character has their own subplot, while also dealing with this overarching plot. Returning characters also have their own subplot, as well as brand new characters. It's a lot, and oftentimes feels like certain moments aren't properly dealt with or concluded in a manner that feels satisfying. It eventually gets quite convoluted, particularly in the final episodes that made me actively say, wait, how does this make any sense? It's genuinely refreshing to find a show that doesn't fall into cliches or pitfalls. By pitfall, I mean when a character has something to share with another character, but just doesn't for whatever reason. Of course, that other character gets mad and they don't talk. Unfortunately, the second season hits a lot of these moments where you really hope a character just shares this piece of information or does this certain thing, and they don't, just to convenience the plot. The final complaint I have is really just a nitpick, but the wig used on Diego this season is so distracting. It's just terrible. Unfortunately, he has it the entire season, and it really takes away from some of the outstanding production design throughout the entire show. The Umbrella Academy Season 2 has some strong visuals, backed by well-rounded performances from an extremely likable cast. However, it's also pushed along by a muddy plot that can be at times quite frustrating and wildly convoluted. I have no doubt many viewers will find entertainment in the second season. I did, but I was certainly hoping for a stronger second season than what we received. For those reasons, I'd give the second season of the Umbrella Academy a C+. Once again, I'd like to thank Netflix for the review opportunity. What did you guys think of the first season of The Umbrella Academy? Or if you have already, what did you think of the second season? Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video. Hey Tots, thanks for watching. Shout out to these amazing Tots, Mouse Pounder, Ilana September, and LaShawn Johnson for making sure this video is possible. Thanks to all those that support me on Patreon and all you kind enough to watch right now. I'll see you all in the next video.